You held my hand like it was nothing, and somehow that changed everything. It started with a simple favor, a little lie to make life easier. A borrowed smile, a borrowed name, a borrowed story we agreed to play. But somewhere between the photographs and all those tiny moments I never planned, I stopped pretending. Tell me why. The safest place I've ever known was standing next to you. I forgot we were pretending, forgot this wasn't real, forgot that every heartbeat was supposed to be a part of the deal. I forgot we had an ending, a line we shouldn't cross, and now I'm standing here terrified of everything we've almost lost. You remembered every little detail, how I take my coffee, how I hide when I am hurt, how I laugh when I am nervous. No one ever noticed the way you did. Maybe love doesn't arrive with fireworks, maybe it arrives quietly and never leaves. I forgot we were pretending, forgot this wasn't true, forgot that every dream I had started looking just like you. I forgot to guard my feelings, forgot to keep my distance, and now your name feels more like home than any place I've ever lived. If this was only make-believe, why do I miss you when you're gone? If this was only temporary, why does forever sound like you? The hardest part was never loving you. The hardest part was pretending that I didn't. Because every time you smiled, every time you stayed, every time you looked at me like I mattered, I fell a little more. I forgot we were pretending, and maybe that's okay, because the best things in this life are never planned anyway. So if you're still willing to hold my hand tomorrow, I promise I'll stop pretending too. Maybe we started as a story we never meant to believe, but you became my favorite truth. whole life trying to fit inside someone else's idea of who I should be. They said I was too quiet, too distant, too different, too hard to understand. So I learned how to smile politely while hiding pieces of myself behind my hands. Then you appeared like sunlight through a window I never thought I'd open. You never asked me to change, never asked me to be someone else. You looked at all my broken pieces and loved them as they were. You never tried to fix me, never tried to rewrite my heart. You simply stayed, and somehow that healed the deepest parts. You remember little things, the songs I played on rainy nights, the flowers I always stopped to see, the dreams I was afraid to speak aloud. And somehow you made them feel important because they mattered to me. Maybe love isn't about changing someone. Maybe it's about finally being seen. You never asked me to change, never asked me to hide my scars. You held every fragile feeling like they were works of art. You never made me smaller to make yourself shine. You simply took my hand and made this lonely life feel like home. If love is being understood without explaining every wound, then maybe I've been searching for you all my life. And if tomorrow everything disappeared, the noise, the fear, the uncertainty, I'd still remember the way you looked at me like I was already enough. You never asked me to change, and maybe that's why I fell. Because in a world that kept asking for more, you loved me exactly as I am. So if forever is waiting somewhere, I hope it looks like this. You and me, and a heart finally at peace. For the first time, I don't wanna be anyone else, because you taught me that I was enough. I thought my heart had forgotten how to feel this way again. behind a door. I told myself that love was only something people wrote about anymore. Then you appeared like sunlight through the rain, and suddenly nothing felt the same. Teach me how to love again, like the waves return to shore, like the flowers reach for morning without fear anymore. Teach me how to trust again when my heart has been afraid, 'cause every time you hold my hand, the darkness fades away. You never rushed the broken parts inside me, never asked me to move too fast. You simply stayed through every little silence and made me feel safe at last. Maybe healing isn't something we do alone. Maybe home can be another soul. Teach me how to love again, like the stars still trust the night, like a dream that's worth believing even after losing light. Teach me how to hope again when I thought those days were gone, 'cause every time you smile at me, I find where I belong. If forever starts somewhere, maybe it begins like this: a quiet evening, a gentle touch, and a heart that finally risks. I used to think love had to be dramatic, 1,000 fireworks across the sky. But you showed me that the strongest kind of love is the one that stays when nobody's watching. And every day you choose me again. Teach me how to love again, and I'll teach my heart to stay. I'll stop running from tomorrow, I'll stop pushing dreams away. Teach me how to love again, and I promise you this time I'll believe in every beautiful thing I see inside your eyes. I came here looking for inspiration, but somehow I found you, and that became my favorite story. It was only 90 days, that's what we said, that's what we promised. A simple simple agreement, a temporary story, two names written on borrowed time. No forever, no expectations, just 90 days and goodbye. But somewhere between good mornings and good nights, you became the favorite part of my life. I thought 90 days was enough to walk away, enough to keep my heart protected, enough to stay the same. But now every little moment feels impossible to leave, and somehow, without me noticing, you became my everything. You remember my coffee, you waited up when I was late. You left the porch light on every single night like you knew I was looking for a reason to stay. Maybe love doesn't arrive all at once, maybe it grows in ordinary days. Oh, I thought 90 days was enough to say goodbye, enough to tell myself this wasn't worth another try. But every laugh, every touch, every memory we made turned a temporary feeling into something that remains. What do I do when the countdown ends? What do I call you if you're no longer pretend? The contract said we'd walk away like none of this had happened, but nobody warned me that I'd fall in love before the ending. And now the thought of losing you hurts more than I can explain. I thought 90 days was enough, but 90 days became too small for all the dreams, for all the feelings, for everything we are. So if tomorrow the world asks me what I want the most, I'll choose the days after 90 with you. It was supposed to be temporary, but somehow you became forever. Every evening when the sky turned gold, there was a light waiting for me. A little flower shop at the end of the street, where the scent of roses followed me home. You smiled so gently, like you already knew that lonely hearts need somewhere to belong. And every day I found another reason to stay a little longer than I planned. You left the light on every time the night grew cold, like you were telling me I never had to walk alone. You left the light on, and slowly I could see the place I kept searching for was waiting here for me. You remember small things that nobody else did, the way I held my coffee, the songs I like to hear, and somehow all those moments became my favorite part of every ordinary day we shared. Sometimes love doesn't arrive with fireworks, sometimes it arrives like a warm light in the dark. You left the light on every time the rain would fall, like you were quietly saying you'd catch me if I fall. You left the light on and every shadow disappeared, because the closer I came to you, the less I feared. If home is where your heart feels safe, then maybe home was always you. I used to think love was something distant, a dream that happened to somebody else. But you stood beside me through every season and taught my heart how to believe again. You left the light on and I found my way at last, through all the years I spent running from the past. You left the light on and now I finally know the brightest thing I've ever seen was never the light, it was you. And if tomorrow comes, I'll still follow the light you left on for me. Some memories fade away, some become photographs, but somehow you stayed. Have passed since that summer train. People came and went, seasons changed, but there was one smile I carry quietly through every chapter of my life. I never knew your name, never knew where you'd go, but my heart never let you go. I remember your smile like a song I never forgot, like sunlight through a window in a room that needed feels like coming back to life. You look different now, a little older, a little quieter than before. But your eyes still held the same kindness that saved me years ago. Maybe fate isn't something magical. Maybe it's simply two hearts finding their way back. I remember your smile, like a lighthouse in the dark, like the one small piece of hope I carried in my heart. I remember your smile, even when the years moved on, because some people leave footprints that never really disappear. You thought I forgot, but I've been carrying you in the quiet corners of every tomorrow. And if you could see what I see, you know you were never ordinary. You were the reason I still believed in beautiful things, even when life became difficult. I remembered you. Now it's standing here again, no longer a memory, no longer a dream. I remember your smile, and for the first time I know the heart I spent years searching for was waiting for me too. Some people forget, some people move on, but some smiles stay forever. Stayed. Some feelings are easier to write than to say. I filled notebook after notebook with words you'd never see, tiny pieces of my heart hidden carefully. Every page held conversations I was too afraid to start, so I folded them away and kept them in the dark. I thought some stories were meant to stay unfinished. I never imagined you'd read between the lines. The letters I never sent found their way to you somehow. All the words I couldn't speak are standing here between us now. Every secret little feeling, every dream I tried to hide, the letters I never sent have finally come alive. You remembered every sentence that I never said aloud. You saw all the quiet places where I used to hide my doubts, and instead of turning away, you stayed a little longer until the girl who feared rejection started feeling stronger. Maybe love isn't finding perfect words. Maybe it's finding someone who understands them anyway. The letters I never sent became the bridge between our hearts. Every page I thought was lonely was fleeting here from the start. Every fragile little memory, every wish I couldn't defend. The letters I never sent brought me back to you again. You write the words I never had the courage to say, and somehow you stay. I spent so many years waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect sentence, the perfect sign. But you taught me love doesn't need perfection, only honesty and time. And you gave me both. The letters I never said are no longer locked away, because the person I was writing to never really left my side. So if tomorrow brings another page, another chance to begin, I'll write your name at the bottom of my heart again and again and again. For years you lived inside my letters. Now you live inside my life. I used to think rain only meant goodbye. Every street looked colder after you left. Every promise felt heavier than before. I learned how to smile when people asked if I was okay. But every night I still carried the storm. Then one day, without making a sound, you appeared and stayed around. Someone waits after the rain, when the sky is still gray, when my heart is still hurting and the tears won't go away. Someone waits after the rain, without asking me to heal, without rushing my broken pieces, just reminding me they're real. You remember the little things, the coffee I always choose, the songs I play when I can't sleep, the dreams I'm scared to lose. And somehow, without trying, you became the safest place I've ever known. Maybe love isn't saving someone, maybe it's simply refusing to leave. every time he smiles at me, a little more of me survives. You never asked me to forget the past. You only showed me that happiness could come after it. There were days I thought my heart would never open again, would never trust again, would never believe again. But then you took my hand and walked beside me instead of pulling me forward. Someone waits after the rain, and now I know it's you, the one who stayed through every storm, the one who saw me through. Someone waits after the rain, and for the first time I can see the love I thought I'd lost forever was quietly waiting for me. Maybe the rain was never the ending. Maybe it was leading me to you. I wasn't afraid of meeting you. I was afraid of needing you. I've always been the kind who leaves before goodbye, who builds a wall around her heart and calls it being wise. Every promise looked temporary, every feeling came with fear. So I learned how to walk away before anyone got near. Then you arrived without a warning, without a reason to make sense. Before I fall for you, tell me how to be brave. Tell me how to stop running from the love I've always chased. Before I fall for you, tell me how to trust my heart. 'Cause every time you're close to me, the distance falls apart. You never try to change me, never ask me who to be. You simply stay beside me until I could finally breathe. And every little kindness, every quiet thing you do makes tomorrow seem less frightening than it used to. Maybe love isn't losing yourself, maybe it's finding the part you've been missing. Before I fall for you, tell me how to let go of all the old heartbreaks I've carried for so long. Before I fall for you, tell me how to believe this kind of love is the one that stays after the butterflies, the one that stays when life gets hard. Before I fall for you, I think I already have somewhere between your patience and every time you made me laugh. Before I fall for you, there is nothing left to fear, because for the first time in my life, love feels safe here. I wasn't afraid of loving you. I was afraid you'd feel like home. I thought I was chasing a dream, but maybe I was chasing you. Every night after midnight, I filled another page, writing stories nobody knew would ever see someday. The world kept telling me to let it go, to find something safer to call home. Then you looked at my unfinished words like they were already beautiful. The dream that had you in it became my favorite one. Somewhere between the long nights and the rising morning sun, the dream that had you in it was brighter than I knew, because every road I followed somehow led me back to you. You read every chapter, even when it wasn't good. You believed in every version of me when nobody else could. And every time I wanted to walk away, you reminded me why I stayed. Maybe love isn't finding someone perfect, maybe it's finding someone who never stops believing. The dream that had you in it never felt so far away. You turned all my doubts into reasons I should stay. The dream that had you in it grew bigger every day, until I couldn't tell where my future ended and you began. You believed in me before I learned how to believe in myself. I used to think success would be the happiest ending, a book on a shelf, a name on a cover. But standing beside you, I finally understand. The best stories are the ones we live together, and you're my favorite chapter. The dream that had you in it was never just a dream. It was every little moment you stood beside me quietly. The dream that had you in it is everything I see, because the life I've always wanted looks exactly like this. You and me. a dream, but in the end I found a home. Funny how the most important person can feel like part of the scenery. You were there in every photograph, every birthday, every late night call. I never questioned why you stayed, I just believed you always would. Maybe that's why I never noticed my heart changing little by little. The one who was always here was the one I couldn't see, standing quietly beside me through every memory. The one who was always here was the answer all along. And now I wonder how I ever called this feeling anything but love. You knew my favorite songs before I pressed play. You knew when I was smiling just to hide the pain. And somehow you always arrived before I even asked for help. Some hearts don't fall all at once, they bloom slowly like morning light. The one who was always here, never asked for anything, never needed grand gestures or diamond rings. The one who was always here simply stayed through every year. And now the safest place I know is standing next to you, right here. I spent so long looking for love somewhere else, while it was sitting beside me the whole time. If I could go back, I'd tell the girl I used to be that someday the friend she laughs with, the friend she calls first, the friend who never leaves will become her favorite love story, and her forever. The one who was always here is the one I want the most, the one who knows my broken parts and loves me even so. The one who was always here turned every ordinary day into something worth remembering, into a life I never want to lose. Maybe love was never far away, maybe it was here all along. saw the smile, nobody saw the reason behind it. I've learned how to hide the storms inside my chest, to laugh when I'm hurting, to say that I'm fine. And maybe I became so good at pretending that even I believed it sometimes. But somehow you always knew the difference between my smiles. The secret behind my smile was never really hidden from you. You saw every quiet heartbreak, every dream I couldn't get through. The secret behind my smile was written in my eyes, and somehow you were the only one who could read between the lines. You remembered every version of me, the brave one, the scared one, the girl who needed saving, and the girl who wanted to save herself. And you never asked me to be anyone else. Maybe love isn't finding someone perfect. Maybe it's finding someone who understands your silence. The secret behind my smile was every feeling I couldn't explain. Every time I wanted to reach for you, but stop because I was afraid. The secret behind my smile was always leading back to this, a heart that spent years hiding, finally asking to be seen. The whole world saw me smiling, but only you knew when I needed a hug. If I could choose one moment to keep forever, it wouldn't be the grand ones or the dramatic scenes. It would be those ordinary evenings when you looked at me like I was the most important person in the room. Maybe I always loved you. The secret behind my smile was never a secret at all. It was the way my heart always softened when you called. The secret behind my smile was standing right beside me through every season, every goodbye, every memory. Everybody saw the smile, but you saw me. I never expected anything special from an ordinary day. used to feel the same. Coffee, silence, and crowded trains. I walked through every day without looking up, without expecting change. Then somehow you appeared like a familiar song I'd never heard before. And suddenly the smallest moments started meaning more. You make ordinary days beautiful. You turn simple moments into gold. A smile across the table, a hand I get to hold. You make ordinary days beautiful in ways you'll never know. And somehow every little thing feels brighter when you're close. We used to argue over nothing, over music, over movies, over coffee brands. But somewhere in the laughter and the teasing, my heart slowly changed its plans. Maybe love doesn't always arrive dramatically. Maybe it grows inside ordinary afternoons. You make ordinary days beautiful. You make rainy mornings feel like spring. Even the quiet hours feel like my favorite thing. You make ordinary days beautiful without even trying to. And every place feels warmer now just because it has you. I spent years waiting for something extraordinary. Then I met you and realized ordinary was enough. One day we'll forget the dates, the weather, the conversations. But I know I'll remember how it felt to be happy beside you. That's the memory I want forever. You make ordinary days beautiful. You make every moment shine, not because the world has changed, but because you're standing by my side. You make ordinary days beautiful. And now I finally see the life I used to dream about was hidden in these little things with you and me. I thought happiness would be something big, but maybe it's just this. Before I knew your story, I knew your heart. You always kept a part of you hidden from the light. A name nobody understood, a truth you couldn't 1,000 careful smiles to protect the world you made, while quietly carrying the fear that love would walk away. But every time you looked at me, I saw something beautiful beyond what others see. I love every name you carry, every dream you've tried to hide, every scar and every chapter you keep folded deep inside. I love every name you carry, not the mask the world can see, because the heart behind your story is the part that captured me. The world may only know the pages, the titles and the praise, but I've fallen for the person who survives the longest days, the one who doubts herself at midnight, the one who still believes, the one who keeps creating light even when it's hard to breathe. Maybe love isn't finding perfection, maybe it's staying when the truth appears. I love every name you carry, every version that you've been, the hopeful girl, the frightened soul, and everything between. I love every name you carry, every piece you've tried to hide, and if tomorrow changes everything, I'll still be by your side. You were afraid I'd stop loving you when I learned the truth, but the truth is why I stayed. If all the titles disappeared, if all the lights went out, if nobody remembered your name and no one heard your voice, I'd still find you in every crowded room, because I never loved the image, I loved you. Only you. Every name you carry, and everyone you'll have someday, because no matter who the world believes you are, my heart will love you anyway. The world fell in love with your name, but I fell in love with you. Some people leave and become memories. You left and became part of me. Years passed quietly like pages in a book. New faces came and went. New roads appeared, but every now and then, without warning, your smile would find me again. I thought time would carry you away. Instead, it carried me back to you. You never left my heart, not for a single day. Even when the seasons changed, even when oceans stood in the way, you never left my heart. Though life kept moving on, somehow your name stayed with me long after you were gone. You probably never noticed the way I looked at you, the way I kept small memories like treasures no one knew. A photograph, a simple conversation, a goodbye I replayed 1,000 times. Maybe first love doesn't disappear. Maybe it simply waits for the right moment. You never left my heart, even when I tried to forget. Every road I wandered down led to your silhouette. You never left my heart, and now you're standing here, looking exactly like the dream I've carried all these years. If I could tell my younger self one thing, I'd tell her not to worry, because the girl who couldn't stop smiling, the girl who made her heart race, the girl she never forgot, would come back and stay. You never left my heart, not through the distance, not through the years, not through the silence. You never left my heart, and now I finally know some loves are not meant to fade. They're meant to find their way home. I thought I lost you a long time ago, but love had been saving our story all along. You held my hand like it was nothing, and somehow that changed everything. It started with a simple favor, a little lie to make life easier. A borrowed smile, a borrowed name, a borrowed story we agreed to play. But somewhere between the photographs and all those tiny moments I never planned, I stopped pretending Tell me why the safest place I've ever known was standing next to you. I forgot we were pretending, forgot this wasn't real, forgot that every heartbeat was supposed to be a part of the deal. I forgot we had an ending, a line we shouldn't cross. And now I'm standing here, terrified of everything we've almost lost. You remembered every little detail, how I take my coffee, how I hide when I am hurt, how I laugh when I am nervous. No one ever noticed the way you did. Maybe love doesn't arrive with fireworks, maybe it arrives quietly and never leaves. I forgot we were pretending, forgot this wasn't true, forgot that every dream I had started looking just like you. I forgot to guard my feelings, forgot to keep my distance. Now your name feels more like home than any place I've ever lived. If this was only make-believe, why do I miss you when you're gone? If this was only temporary, why does forever sound like you? The hardest part was never loving you. The hardest part was pretending that I didn't. Because every time you smiled, every time you stayed, every time you looked at me like I mattered, I felt a little more. I forgot we were pretending, and maybe that's okay, because the best things in this life are never planned anyway. So if you're still willing to hold my hand tomorrow, I promise I'll stop pretending to. Maybe we started as a story we never meant to believe, but you became my favorite truth. I spent my whole life trying to fit inside someone else's idea of who I should be. They said I was too quiet, too distant, too different, too hard to understand. So I learned how to smile politely while hiding pieces of myself behind my hands. Then you appeared like sunlight through a window. I never thought I'd open. You never asked me to change, never asked me to be someone else. You looked at all my broken pieces and loved them as they were. You never tried to fix me, never tried to rewrite my heart. You simply stayed, and somehow that healed the deepest parts. You remember little things, the songs I played on rainy nights, the flowers I always stopped to see, the dreams I was afraid to speak aloud. And somehow you made them feel important because they mattered to me. Maybe love isn't about changing someone. Maybe it's about finally being seen. You never asked me to change, never asked me to hide my scars. You held every fragile feeling like they were works of art. You never made me smaller to make yourself shine. You simply took my hand and made this lonely life feel like home. If love is being understood without explaining every word, then maybe I've been searching for you all my life. And if tomorrow everything disappeared, the noise, the fear, the uncertainty, I'd still remember the way you looked at me like I was already enough. You never asked me to change, and maybe that's why I fell. Because in a world that kept asking for more, you loved me exactly as I am. So if forever is waiting somewhere, I hope it looks like this. You and me, and a heart finally at peace. For the first time, I don't wanna be anyone else, because you taught me that I was enough. I thought my heart had forgotten how to feel this way again. I built my world out of quiet places, locked every memory behind a door. I told myself that love was only something people wrote about anymore. Then you appeared like sunlight through the rain, and suddenly nothing felt the same. Teach me how to love again like the waves return to shore, like the flowers reach for morning without fear anymore. Teach me how to trust again when my heart has been afraid, 'cause every time you hold my hand, the darkness fades away. You never rushed the broken parts inside me, never asked me to move too fast. You simply stayed through every little silence and made me feel safe at last. Maybe healing isn't something we do alone. Maybe home can be another soul. Teach me how to love again, like the stars still trust the night, like a dream that's worth believing even after losing light. Teach me how to hope again when I thought those days were gone, 'cause every time you smile at me, I find where I belong. If forever starts somewhere, maybe it begins like this: a quiet evening, a gentle touch, and a heart that finally risks. I used to think love had to be dramatic, 1,000 fireworks across the sky. But you showed me that the strongest kind of love is the one that stays when nobody's watching. And every day you choose me again. Teach me how to love again, and I'll teach my heart to stay. I'll stop running from tomorrow. I'll stop pushing dreams away. Teach me how to love again, and I promise you this time I'll believe in every beautiful thing I see inside your eyes. I came here looking for inspiration, but somehow I found you, and that became my favorite story. It was only 90 days, that's what we said, that's what we promised. A simple agreement, a temporary story, 2 names written on borrowed time. No forever, no expectations, just 90 days and goodbye. But somewhere between good mornings and good nights, you became the favorite part of my life. I thought 90 days was enough, enough to walk away, enough to keep my heart protected, enough to stay the same. But now every little moment feels impossible to leave, and And somehow, without me noticing, you became my everything. You remember my coffee, you waited up when I was late. You left the porch light on every single night like you knew I was looking for a reason to stay. Maybe love doesn't arrive all at once. Maybe it grows in ordinary days. I thought 90 days was enough to say goodbye, enough to tell myself this wasn't worth another try. But every laugh, every touch, every memory we made turned a temporary feeling into something that remains. What do I do when the countdown ends? What do I call you if you no longer pretend? The contract said we'd walk away like none of this had happened, but nobody warned me that I'd fall in love before the ending. And now the thought of losing you hurts more than I can explain. I thought 90 days was enough, but 90 days became too small for all the dreams, for all the feelings, for everything we are. So if tomorrow the world asks me what I want the most, I'll choose the days after 90 with you. It was supposed to be temporary, but somehow you became forever. Every evening when the sky turned gold, there was a light waiting for me. A little flower shop at the end of the street, where the scent of roses followed me home. You smiled so gently, like you already knew that lonely hearts need somewhere to belong. And every day I found another reason to stay a little longer than I planned. You left the light on every time the night grew cold, like you were telling me I never had to walk alone. You left the light on, and slowly I could see the place I kept searching for was waiting here for me. Small things that nobody else did, the way I held my coffee, the songs I like to hear. And somehow all those moments became my favorite part of every ordinary day we shared. Sometimes love doesn't arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it arrives like a warm light in the dark. You left the light on every time the rain would fall, like you were quietly saying you'd catch me if I fall. You left the light on and every shadow disappeared, because the closer I came to you, the less I feared. If home is where your heart feels safe, then maybe home was always you. I used to think love was something distant, a dream that happened to somebody else. But you stood beside me through every season and taught my heart how to believe again. You left the light on and I found my way at last. Through all the years I spent running from the past, you left the light on and now I finally know the brightest thing I've ever seen was never the light, it was you. And if tomorrow comes, I'll still follow the light you left on for me. Some memories fade away, some become photographs, but somehow you stay. Ten years have passed since that summer train. People came and went, seasons changed, but there was one smile I carry quietly through every chapter of my life. I never knew your name, never knew where you'd go, but my heart never let you go. I remember your smile like a song I never forgot, like sunlight through a window in a room that needed warmth. I remember your smile even after all this time, and somehow finding you again feels like coming back to life. You look different now, a little older, a little quieter than before, but your eyes still held the same kindness that saved me years ago. Maybe fate isn't something magical, maybe it's simply two hearts finding their way back. I remember your smile like a lighthouse in the dark, like the one small piece of hope I carried in my heart. I remember your smile even when the years moved on, because some people leave footprints that never really disappear. You thought I forgot, but I've been carrying you in the quiet corners of every tomorrow. And if you could see what I see, you'd know you were never ordinary. You were the reason I still believed in beautiful things. Even when life became difficult, I remembered you. I remember your smile, and now it's standing here again. No longer a memory, no longer a dream. I remember your smile, and for the first time I know the heart I spent years searching for was waiting for me too. Some people forget, some people move on, but some smiles stay forever. Some feelings are easier to write than to say. I fill notebook after notebook with words you'd never see, tiny pieces of my heart hidden carefully. Every page held conversations I was too afraid to start, so I folded them away and kept them in the dark. I thought some stories were meant to stay unfinished. I never imagined you'd read between the lines. The letters I never sent found their way to you somehow. All the words I couldn't speak are standing here between us now. Every secret little feeling, every dream I tried to hide, the letters I never sent have finally come alive. You remembered every sentence that I never said aloud. You saw the quiet places where I used to hide my doubts, and instead of turning away, you stayed a little longer, until the girl who feared rejection started feeling stronger. Maybe love isn't finding perfect words, maybe it's finding someone who understands them anyway. The letters I never sent became the bridge between our hearts. Every page I thought was lonely was leading here from the start. Every fragile little memory, every wish I couldn't defend, the letters I never sent brought me back to you again. You read the words I never had the courage to say, and somehow you stayed. I spent so many years waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect sentence, the perfect sign. But you taught me love doesn't need perfection, only honesty and time. And you gave me both. The letters I never sent are no longer locked away, because the person I was writing to never really left my side. So if tomorrow brings another page, another chance to begin, I'll write your name at the bottom of my heart again and again and again. For years you lived inside my letters. Now you live inside my life. I used to think rain only meant goodbye. Every street looked colder after you left. Every promise felt heavier than before. I learned how to smile when people asked if I was okay, but every night I still carried the storm. Then one day, without making a sound, you appeared and stayed around. Someone waits after the rain, when the sky is still gray, when my heart is still hurting and the tears won't go away. Someone waits after the rain, without asking me to heal, without rushing my broken pieces, just reminding me they're real. You remember the little things, the coffee I always choose, the songs I play when I can't sleep, the dreams I'm scared to lose. And somehow, without trying, you became the safest place I've ever known. Maybe love isn't saving someone, maybe it's simply refusing to leave. Someone waits after the rain, when the world feels incomplete, when old memories come calling and bring me to my knees. Someone waits after the rain, with patience in his eyes, and every time he smiles at me, a little more of me survives. You never asked me to forget the past, you only showed me that happiness could come after it. There were days I thought my heart would never open again, would never trust again, would never believe again. But then you took my hand and walked beside me instead of pulling me forward. Someone waits after the rain, and now I know it's you, the one who stayed through every storm, the one who saw me through. Someone waits after the rain, and for the first time I can see the love I thought I'd lost forever was quietly waiting for me. Maybe the rain was never the ending. Maybe it was leading me to you. I wasn't afraid of meeting you. I was afraid of needing you. I've always been the kind who leaves before goodbye, who builds a wall around her heart and calls it being wise. Every promise looked temporary, every feeling came with fear. So I learned how to walk away before anyone got near. Then you arrived without a warning, without a reason to make sense. Before I fall for you, tell me how to be brave. Tell me how to stop running from the love I've always chased. Before I fall for you, tell me how to trust my heart, 'cause every time you're close to me, the distance falls apart. You never try to change me, never ask me who to be. You simply stay beside me until I could finally breathe. And every little kindness, every quiet thing you do, makes tomorrow seem less frightening than it used to. Maybe love isn't losing yourself, maybe it's finding the part you've been missing. Before I fall for you, tell me how to let go of all the old heartbreaks I've carried for so long. Before I fall for you, tell me how to believe that someone like you could really stay with me. You never promised forever, you only promised tomorrow, and somehow that was enough. I thought love had to be dramatic, 1,000 sparks across the sky. But you showed me the strongest kind of love is the one that stays after the butterflies. The one feel safe here. I wasn't afraid of loving you. I was afraid you'd feel like home. I thought I was chasing a dream, but maybe I was chasing you. Every night after midnight, I filled another page, writing stories nobody knew would ever see someday. The world kept telling me to let it go, to find something safer to call home. Then you looked in my unfinished words like they were already beautiful. The dream that had you in it became my favorite one. Somewhere between the long nights and the rising morning sun, the dream that had you in it was brighter than I knew, because every road I followed somehow led me back to you. You read every chapter even when it wasn't good. You believed in every version of me when nobody else could. And every time I wanted to walk away, you reminded me why I stayed. Maybe love isn't finding someone perfect. Maybe it's finding someone who never stops believing. The dream that had you in it never felt so far away. You turned all my doubts into reasons I should stay. The dream that had you in it grew bigger every day, until I couldn't tell where my future ended and you began. You believed in me before I learned how to believe in myself. I used to think success would be the happiest ending. A book on a shelf, a name on a cover, but standing beside you, I finally understand the best stories are the ones we live together. And you're my favorite chapter. The dream that had you in it was never just a dream. It was every little moment you stood beside me quietly. The dream that had you in it is everything I see, because the life I've always wanted looks exactly like this and me. I thought I was chasing a dream, but in the end I found a home. Funny how the most important person can feel like part of the scenery. You were there in every photograph, every birthday, every late night call. I never questioned why you stayed. I just believed you always would. Maybe that's why I never noticed my heart changing little by little. The one who was always here was the one I couldn't see, standing quietly beside me through every memory. The one who was always here was the answer all along. And now I wonder how I ever called this feeling anything but love. You knew my favorite songs before I pressed play. You knew when I was smiling just to hide the pain. And somehow you always arrived before I even asked for help. Some hearts don't fall all at once. They bloom slowly like morning light. The one who was always here never asked for anything, never needed grand gestures or diamond rings. The one who was always here simply stayed through every year. And now the safest place I know is standing next to you, right here. I spent so long looking for love somewhere else, while it was sitting beside me the whole time. If I could go back, I'd tell the girl I used to be that someday the friend she laughs with, the friend she calls first, the friend who never leaves will become her favorite love story. And her forever. The one who is always here is the one I want the most. The one who knows my broken parts and loves me even so. The one who is always here turned every ordinary day into something worth remembering, into a life I never want to lose. Maybe love was never far away. Maybe it was here all along. Everybody saw the smile. Nobody saw the reason behind it. I've learned how to hide the storms inside my chest, to laugh when I'm hurting, to say that I'm fine. Maybe I became so good at pretending that even I believed it sometimes. But somehow you always knew the difference between my smiles. The secret behind my smile was never really hidden from you. You saw every quiet heartbreak, every dream I couldn't get through. The secret behind my smile was written in my eyes, and somehow you were the only one who could read between the lines. You remembered every version of me, the brave one, the scared one, the girl who needed saving, the girl who wanted to save herself. And you never asked me to be anyone else. Maybe love isn't finding someone perfect. Maybe it's finding someone who understands your silence. The secret behind my smile was every feeling I couldn't explain. Every time I wanted to reach for you, but stopped because I was afraid. The secret behind my smile was always leading back to this, a heart that spent years hiding, finally asking to be seen. The whole world saw me smiling, but only you knew when I needed a hug. If I could choose one moment to keep forever, it wouldn't be the grand ones or the dramatic scenes. It would be those ordinary evenings when you looked at me like I was the most important person in the room. Maybe I always loved you. The secret behind my smile was never a secret at all. It was the way my heart always softened when you called. The secret behind my smile was standing right beside me through every season, every goodbye, every memory. Everybody saw the smile, but you saw me, saw me. I never expected anything special from an ordinary day. Mornings used to feel the same: coffee, silence, and crowded trains. I walked through every day without looking up, without expecting change. Then somehow you appeared like a familiar song I'd never heard before. And suddenly the smallest moments started meaning more. You make ordinary days beautiful. You turn simple moments into gold. A smile across the table, a hand I get to hold. You make ordinary days beautiful, and every little thing feels brighter when you're close. We used to argue over nothing, over music, over movies, over coffee brands. But somewhere in the laughter and the teasing, my heart slowly changed its plans. Maybe love doesn't always arrive dramatically. Maybe it grows inside ordinary afternoons. You make ordinary days beautiful. You make rainy mornings feel like spring. Even the quiet hours feel like my favorite thing. You make ordinary days beautiful without even trying to. And every place feels warmer now just because it has you. I spent years waiting for something extraordinary. Then I met you and realized ordinary was enough. One day we'll forget the dates, the weather, the conversations. But I know I'll remember how it felt to be happy beside you. That's the memory I want forever. You make ordinary days beautiful. You make every moment shine, not because the world has changed, but because you're standing by my side. You make ordinary days beautiful. And now I finally see the life I used to dream about was hidden in these little things with you and me. I thought happiness would be something big, but maybe it's just this. Before I knew your story, I knew your heart. You always kept a part of you hidden from the light. A name nobody understood, a truth you couldn't write. You wore 1,000 careful smiles to protect the world you made, while quietly carrying the fear that love would walk away. But every time you looked at me, I saw something beautiful beyond what others see. I love every name you carry, every dream you've tried to hide, every scar and every chapter you keep folded deep inside. I love every name you carry, not the mask the world can see, because the heart behind your story is the part that captured me. The world may only know the pages, the the titles and the praise, but I've fallen for the person who survives the longest days, the one who doubts herself at midnight, the one who still believes, the one who keeps creating light, even when it's hard to breathe. Maybe love isn't finding perfection, maybe it's staying when the truth appears. I love every name you carry, every version that you've been, the hopeful girl, the frightened soul, and everything between. I love every name you carry, every piece you've tried to hide, and if tomorrow changes everything, I'll still be by your side. You were afraid I'd stop loving you when I learned the truth, but the truth is why I stay. If all the titles disappeared, if all the lights went out, if nobody remembered your name, and no one heard your voice, I'd still find you in every crowded room, because I never loved the image I loved you. Only you. I love every name you carry, every road that led you here, every secret, every heartbreak, every hope you've held for years. I love every name you carry, and everyone you'll have someday, because no matter who the world believes you are, my heart will love you anyway. The world fell in love with your name, but I fell in love with you. Some people leave and become memories. You left and became part of me. Years passed quietly like pages in a book. New faces came and went, new roads appeared, but every now and then, without warning, your smile would find me again. I thought time would carry you away. Instead, it carried me back to you. You never left my heart, not for a single day. Even when the seasons changed, even when oceans stood in the way, you never left my heart, though life kept moving on. Somehow your name stayed with me long after you were gone. You probably never noticed the way I looked way I kept small memories, like treasures no one knew. A photograph, a simple conversation, a goodbye I replayed 1,000 times. Maybe first love doesn't disappear, maybe it simply waits for the right moment. You never left my heart, even when I tried to forget. Every road I wandered down led to your silhouette. You never left my heart, and now you're standing here, looking exactly like the dream I've carried all these years. If I could tell my younger self one thing, I'd tell her not to worry, because the girl who couldn't stop smiling, the girl who made her heart race, the girl she never forgot would come back and stay. You never left my heart, not through the distance, not through the years, not through the silence. You never left my heart, and now I finally know some loves are not meant to fade, they're meant to find their way home. I thought I lost you a long time ago, but love had been saving our story